What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. Today we have a little bit of a different thing going on. I am going to be doing a pick your own card reading. It's going to be 3 different groups, and the focus is going to be around what it is that you're going through right now that is causing you struggle. So this is for the people that are struggling, and it's going to clarify the reason why you're struggling. It is going to give you information that you need regarding the situation and advice on how to get around it. So it's going to be a 3-card pick your own spread reading. I will show you the crystal that marks each group, and I will post the timestamps down below after I'm finished with the reading and I've uploaded the video. So without any further ado, if you like what I do, if you like the content that I'm making, like and support me, please go smash the like and subscribe button down below. If you like the content that I'm making and you would like to get a reading from me, you can also do that by finding all the information in the description box down below. But without any further ado, I've already gone and picked your cards. Let's get right into the crystals. So Group 1 is marked with Sodalite. Group 2 is marked by Amethyst. And Group 3 is marked by Smoky Quartz. I'm going to put these back down. So each card in the deck, there's going to be 4 Mystical Manga Tarot cards. There's going to be 3 Lenormand and 1 Yoshitaka Amano. So Group 1, timestamp 1 minute 31. This is for Group 1. If you picked Sodalite, we got the Star, the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Now this is the message for why you are going through this. Now keep in mind that I usually do read beforehand in my readings, and I'm going to be taking this all in at once with a lot more different cards. So it's probably going to take me a little bit longer than normal. The 3 Lenormand cards that you got were the Cross, Snake, Ship. The 1 card of advice from the Yoshitaka Amano Tarot deck is the Hermit. And this is how you get around the situation. Okay. So I'm just going to be taking this all in, reading this as I go. Okay, this is... So the 4 Mystical Manga cards is why you are struggling. Okay. So, the way that I do tarot is I will break down what each card means in every aspect, and I'll tell you what it all means together. So, Group 1, we got the Star Major Arcana, represents healing. So having this here represents that not only I feel like there might not be a lot of healing, that there's something that you need to heal over, but again, I'm kind of getting way too far ahead of myself. That is what I think, but the star just represents major arcana. Healing is a major thing that happens. It is impactful, potent healing. Calm waters, it's something that soothes your nerves. It's healing after a bad period of time, which represents that there's definitely some sort of struggle that has happened in the past. The 6 of Wands represents a victory situation. It represents this. It's not over. This is a situation that has not been yet completed. It represents winning a battle in the war, but not winning the entire thing. So there's still stuff that is going on in the background here, but it represents that there are supporters here that are raising their wands in victory for you, saying, hey, you just had a really good step in the right direction. It's not over yet, and we're going to continue pushing you until you get to the finish line, but you are not there. You're not there yet. You will be, but it is not right now. But the 6 of Wands is this victory card because of that connotation. When we have the Queen of Swords is a quartz sign. She's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the way that I read for people in my readings, I'm like, oh yeah, this is strictly just a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because it could be. But it doesn't. It could also be for a man, and it could also be for somebody that is showing up that might be an actual Aries, but is showing up as the Queen of Swords. So the attributes of the energy of the Queen of Swords is this person would be a leader. The Queen of Swords is somebody that really understands her logic, her thoughts. She can sometimes be black and white thinking, but she's somebody that is very thoughtful, very intellectual. She would be a leader because she is of a queen position. It represents that she is in a high power of position, which means because of her situation and the suit that she was showing up as, It specifically means here that she has gotten this strong specifically because of the pain that she has experienced. This is the card of the People's Champion, but she's also a widow. And that kind of makes her so powerful, is because these things, when you go through things so early in your life, they shape you. They definitely shape the way that you look at things, and your perspective changes you, and it ages you quickly. So it's saying that I'm getting the feeling that you would have had a lot of, I won't say success, but success over how you are as a person, if that makes any sense. Your maturity level. I think that you would just be a lot quicker to the cut, a lot faster than most people, and you understand the truth of things. This also says that you are aware of where your energy needs to lie, and that you're not afraid of, if somebody betrays your trust, you would give them the shirt off your back, but the second they do, you're out. You don't give second chances type of thing. It's a little bit of a cold card, but you do this because you have known from past experiences, if I keep this person around, I'm going to keep getting burnt. So you know exactly what you want, what you don't need in your situation. The Nine of Cups is a card about wish fulfillment. However, in this deck specifically, it does not read in the, oh, it's just a wish come true, you just wish it and it happens. That's not how this works in this card. The Nine of Cups is a card about wish fulfillment, but it's something that you work hard on, and you have dreams, and you have goals, and you put the hard work into those things, and they come to fruition, and them coming to fruition is this dream come true, happily ever after type of card. Now that we have the first group done, this is the message as to why you're going through struggles. So definitely, because there are a lot of positive cards here, and this is a struggle spread, it's definitely saying, first of all, I get two different feelings. I get the feeling that some of you are actually in a pause, where you are dealing with the situation that has happened to you, and it is actually, you have had some success because of how you dictate your energy, and you've said, this really shitty thing happened, and I'm not going to allow this in my life. It's either possible that happened, and you are now coming out of that negativity already, which is kind of just a saying that, I get the feeling that there might be two different things. For some of you, I get the feeling that it's going to be specifically, there's a break in your, there's a break from the pain that you are experiencing, and it's going to treat you well. This is going to be something that happens good to you because of the way that you reacted to your scenario and decided not to let these things take your energy anymore. On the flip side, it's very possible that it is saying that the reason that you are struggling is because you had the success, and there are now somehow delays in this. Let me read the rest of this. Okay, I think it's for the most of you. I think that this thing has already happened, and that you are actually in the process right now of moving away from it. So if you're coming here looking for, oh my god, like, I'm in a situation, and I think that I just got out of it. I think that I am finally healing. I think that this thing is finally over, and I'm here, specifically here right now in the group 1 in this very video, because I think that I am getting to a better place. That's 100% what I see here. This doesn't feel as struggles to me as I would expect a struggle spurt to be. There's a lot of positivity here. There's a lot of wish fulfillment that came in specifically because you did the work, because you put your success in, because you had healing, and because you directly said, these are my boundaries. If you cross them, you're going to get cut. Like, I'm not going to accept this. You can either do this in this way, or you can leave, because I'm not going to allow that. But here's the thing, I'm hearing that for a while you weren't like that. For a while you kind of, I don't want to sit, well, I'm hearing it, that you let people walk on you, but it's because you cared about them. But I'm getting the sense that this is a no more. It got to a point where you're like, I can't. This is just something that I can't do anymore. Okay, so let's read. I'm going to put these out of the way for now so I can read the Lenormand. So the Lenormand and the Yoshitaka are both cards and decks that I use intuitively. I was taught to read the Lenormand intuitively, and I was told to read the Yoshitaka intuitively because the Yoshitaka came with a full-on guide, a beautiful, like a 100-page guide of how to read it in Japanese and nothing else. I can't find any translations, so I am also reading it intuitively. So the rest of this will be an intuitive read. But I will explain a little bit about the cards and what it means here. So this is for advice. This is kind of the message from the universe. So with the cross, this is faith. This represents. It's kind of a card about faith, inspiration, hope, where you put your hopes in. It is kind of this. When you think of a symbol, and you see a symbol of a very recognizable symbol of something that has a lot of power because of the connotation that it comes with, where you use this symbol to banish evil, you use this symbol to bring courage, you use this symbol to protect yourself. So it's basically saying that this is kind of a let me read. Hold on, I'm getting all over the place. Let me just clear that up. That is what that card here means. I'm going to read the rest before I tell you what I think it all means. The 7. This is the snake. So the snake is more so of it's kind of a warning sign. It's kind of being aware of these things. It's not necessarily so much of a danger. It's just kind of, it's not a completely bad omen. This card more so just likes to advise us that there might be paths that you have to cross that might be tumultuous. There might be some obstacles across the way. But this snake isn't going to be lunging at you. This snake is not in the process of attacking you, but you are aware that this danger exists. You are aware of this. When we have the ship, oh my god, hold on, the light source here is cocked. When we have the ship almost always represents, well, it's a boat, so think of forward progress. What does a ship do? It is traveling over water. Water is a symbol of healing. It's a symbol of hope. It's a symbol of renewal and restoration. When we have a ship, it is usually looking forward in a situation, seeing where you can go. It is not so necessary. It's kind of like a page where you're seeing what's going to happen. It's also kind of like the 3 of Wands in that aspect, where you're going to see what happens with this. You're going to see where this goes. Right now, not fully understanding where that is, and you're in transition, but it is a progress and moving in the right direction type of energy. So I'm going to read these together. So because of the symbology that I got this really big idea from these, that it's saying, I'm hearing this, you're on the right path, keep going. There might be tumultuous road ahead. You would be specifically aware of this at this time, because first of all, this battle, it's not over. You had a lot of major success with the realization that, wow, I can win this. But it's not being there yet. So in that sense, it is that you have gotten to better days, but there is an aspect of the situation that still remains. I want to say that for the majority, you have gone past that period of time where you are in the struggle. Now you are actively moving out. And it's kind of saying the actions of not only what you should take, but how you should be. So it's saying to have hope, have inspiration, take this is kind of a card of encouragement. The cross here, it's kind of saying to have faith in something. If you can't have faith in yourself, have faith in something, a good source. So spirit, any kind of religion or some kind of good deity. Have belief in better for yourself is what this card is saying. Have belief, have courage, have faith, have hope that you are getting out of the situation. To be careful on the route that you are in, because you might still be your footing might still be a little bit crumbly. There might still be rocky footing. That does not mean that you aren't getting out of it, because you are directly in that line of sight. You first of all, you are definitely traveling out of this situation. It is no longer a situation that you're sitting in. So this spread for group number 1, this is something that you have actively made a large headway with, where I don't want to it's still a struggle, because there are some aspects that remain. For the most part, you have gotten out of it, and you are in a really good period where you are making active progress. With the advice for the ship, it kind of also comes in to remind us, keep moving forward, keep expanding. You can't stay in this position forever, and you're not. You're not going to stay in this negative headset, but you need to keep going. So the one card of advice, and I was hoping for this to kind of be the most powerful of this spread, and wow, is it? So the Yoshitaka Amano gave me the Hermit. This is the way around your problems. This is what you need to do, and it's a very, very simple answer. The Hermit means you need to look inside of yourself for the answers, because you aren't going to be able to get any answers from anybody else. So yes, I can give you direction. Somebody else can give you direction. They can say you have to do this and this thing. But you have to be the one that looks inside of yourself and says, this is what I need. These are my boundaries. I need to explain what these boundaries are. But before you can do that, you have to have that discussion about that inside of yourself first before you go and go out with that truth. So because of that, for some of you, it's possible that this hasn't happened yet. I think for the most majority it has. But I think there might be some of you out there that are struggling with actually moving forward. For the majority of you, I do think that you have. But this is kind of more so for the rest of you, like the 98% rest of you. I really get the feeling that this is going to be something that you need to isolate yourself to see things more clearly. And it's saying that you have yourself. It's definitely saying that you are your own manifester in this situation, and you're the only one that's going to be able to get you out of these things. And it's okay to take time and to take a break, and you don't have to be so, everything has to get done in such a timeline. I have to get out of this right now. It is okay to take your time to figure out what you need, because I'm specifically hearing this because you're expected of other people to do things in a certain fashion, in a heightened fashion, in a speedy fashion, where it's very quick, and the advice here is to take the time out for yourself to figure out what you need before people tell you what you need, because it's subjective. People can't tell you what you need. You tell yourself what you need. You're your own story, honey. That is for group 1. Honestly, as far as a struggle spread goes, there is so much victory in this that I'm not concerned for you at all. Like, all of my fears about this have just kind of diminished, because it is definitely saying you are on the way out. And if this is, if you came here looking for, I'm so, like, I was in this situation, I think it's getting better, but I want to check. This is your sign that it is. And it's also saying your own manifester, your own motivator, you need to continue pushing. So I just saw the Chariot in my head. So you got to keep continuing, and you will get out of this full-fledged. All right. Timestamp. Hold on, let me just put these cards back so I don't fuck shit up. So when they go back in their boxes, they don't go in the wrong ones. I've done that. I have done that. Okay. Alright, group 1. Good luck. I love you. Alright, group 2. Timestamp 17 minutes 24 seconds. You got crystal quartz. The reason why you are struggling. The 6 of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. The Knight of Coins, the 6 of Cups. The Lenormand for the advice that you need to hear. That Coffin, Bouquet, Fox, the Yoshitaka Mano Tarot card, King of Cups. Okay, again, I will channel this, and give me a second to do that, because you're seeing me work in real time right now. Okay, so that's the overall advice. This is the message. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, alright. I got it. Again, I will be reading each card individually, because that's how I read, and I will tell you what each card means individually. I'm going to be doing it in groups, so there's 3 different card sets that I'm working with. I will do it each individually, and at the very end, it'll make a nice story. So, let's start off with the Mystical Manga Tarot. We got the 6 of Pentacles. It means balance, equality, that there's charity in the situation, and it is balanced. It is justified. There is something here that is, the playing fields are equal in a sense. More so, this is a card of the haves and the have-nots. It represents that there's somebody in the situation that has more than you, or you have more than them, and they are being generous to you. I think it's going to be them being generous to you, but it represents them giving you charity, either in the sense of money. So this comes up all the time for people that are, I'm on food stamps, so this comes up for me when I'm worried about food stamps, and about, oh, am I still going to get food stamps when I'm renewed, blah, 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 are they going to see that I still need help? That's this card. It's kind kind of the card of, food stamps. The government decides who gets what, if they need help. Are you poor enough to deserve our help? Are you struggling enough? That's kind of that card. But it's saying that it is favoring you. You are getting this favor. The problem with this, there's two people in your life right now vying for your attention. One of them is an ex, and one of them is not. And I'm not sure which one is which, but you can decide that, because first of all, I don't read for the zodiac signs. So even though this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this could be an Aries in your life. This could be a Leo. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It matters that the energy is represented. So I'm going to tell you what this person would be like and what this person would be like. They are directly two different people. So the Page of Cups. When we have a page, we have a knight, and then we have a king. So the page is a baby. The page is the child, a little bit immature, the way that they are developed. With their emotion, they're still good at it, but it represents that they are a beginning. So this person would be newer, I believe, because the knight is kind of more in there. The knight is more on the journey. The page is the messenger of the journey, that, hey, there's stability somewhere here. You could have success with this. The knight is the person that goes forward, and he gets that. He's on the way to getting that. And the king has his success. He is a leader. He has the success that he sought out here in the page form. So we have a page. This person would be a healer. This person would be very calm with their emotion. They would be very good. They would have no trouble at saying, hey, I really am interested in you. I really like the way that you do things. I think that you and I should go out to eat sometime, and I'd like to take you out and do this and this, and I find you highly attractive. This person would have no problem saying that. I get the feeling that this person would be newer. So the Knight of Coins is a little bit more dull, but he is one of the best cards in the deck for somebody that is dependable. This is a dependable man. This is somebody that comes in and he's very, very stable. The thing about him is he's very slow moving. Actually, they're both pretty slow moving, but the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving in the deck because he understands the lesson of the tortoise and the hare. He is really so much like the tortoise. It represents, the lesson of the tortoise and the hare is go at your own pace. You do things in the way that you are supposed to, and you take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. That is what this knight is doing. This knight is coming in, albeit very slowly, but there is a planned method here. This person is doing this for stability. This person wants to build something with you. So I'm getting the sense... Okay. No, I did get that sense earlier, so I'm going to say it now. It's very possible that this is one person, but I think it's more likely that it's probably going to be two different people because two different elements showed up, and we don't usually get that unless the person is like all over the place. So if that resonates with you, if your person is all over the place, it would be marked... The person, the reason, this is it. The reason why you are struggling right now is because somebody came back in with an offer. Somebody came back in. Somebody said, hey, I've been a really shitty friend. Hey, we used to date. Or, hey, I used to be your boyfriend. I ghosted you. I did this really shitty thing to you. Something happened. We did not work out. I kind of took off, and I wasn't there for a very long time. You haven't heard from me. I haven't really made out, I haven't reached out to you. You haven't really reached out to me, or maybe you did. I haven't reached out to you, but I'm reaching out now because I want to come back, and I have this thing to give you. I have this gift to give you, and this gift is going to be their emotion, and them coming in and saying, hey, I think this of you. I think that this thing happened between us that sucked in this thing of you. But this person is going to, definitely, this is an apology. The gift is an offer of an apology. So the thing now, even though I don't see it, the reason why you're struggling is because you already had somebody in your life that is very dependable, very reliable. And the thing now, is that somebody else has come in from your past. A past person has come in, and they said that they want to work on things with you. That, hey, I'm back. I'm coming. I'm here to be a good friend. This person has an honest gift to give you. But again, like with everything, it's up to you if you decide you want to actually take that. The reason why you're struggling is because you do. Or else it wouldn't be a struggle. If this wasn't an issue, if you were like, fuck you, get out of here, it wouldn't show up because this is on your mind. This is a heavy situation on your head. So the problem is you've been doing something stably, successfully. I definitely get, if it's possible that if you weren't with anybody, you're doing this solo and this is showing up as you. I think it's going to be that you already have somebody else, and that this person coming in kind of throws a wrench in things. And it's, let me read what the rest of the deck says. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, that's why this is a struggle. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm reading because I'm not gonna wait. I'll explain it later. But I'm looking at the Lenormand Tarot, and I definitely get a scenario where something has died. There's a situation, something has died. Something has passed. It's possible that this has passed. It's possible that your interest in this person has passed. Honestly, I'm going to go with that because I really think that if this person came in and it wasn't an issue and this person came back in and you were fine with it and you're like, oh, we can be friends or we can have this, it wouldn't be such a clash. There's a clash here. There's a problem. This person coming back in causes a struggle because I get the feeling that you want this person, and the thing is, I think you want to leave this dependable thing behind, which you have your reasons to want this thing. The way that you feel is the way that you feel, and even though it's a shit, here's the thing, don't cheat. Don't cheat. If you have to do anything, break up with a person first, don't fucking cheat. Don't cheat. Like, that's one of the worst things that you can do to a person. I've never had it done to me, thank God, but I know, don't cheat. This is a situation that might be the struggle because you might want your cake and eat it too. But this is definitely like the struggle is, you know that you have to make a choice. But please don't cheat. That's not the way to do things. I'm not seeing that. I kind of am seeing that. Just heed that advice. Don't do the things just because you want it all. If you are in a relationship with somebody else, this is something that for your own benefit and their mental benefit. I don't get the feeling that this person did anything wrong to you. I just get the feeling that you are bored of it. And this person coming back into your life gives you this zap. And I'm going to explain why I feel that way. Because the message from my Lenormand, death. First of all, there's a situation here that has died. There's a situation here that has ended. Now, is it the situation that has ended with the person that came back? Where, yeah, this has changed. There is a death in this situation. This person came back and it changed. But if they came back, and everything, it changed, and that was it, and that was it, it wouldn't be a struggle. So this person coming back would give you a struggle, but it's not so much, I really get the sense that it is specifically because you want this person back in your life. So I think that death could be an ending in either the stability of the other relationship that you have, or it's possible that this could still be about the person that came back and you're like, I want this person, but this shitty thing happened and I don't know how I'm supposed to trust this person. Honestly, because this came card out as well, this person, I do get the sense, I'm gonna say this very clearly. I think that you want the person that came back. I think that you know that. Oops. I think what you are afraid of is obviously, this person fucked me over really hard. This person did this really cunning, shitty thing. So when we get the fox, first of all, look at what he's doing. He's got a chicken, and he's killing it. So, first of all, the fox is somebody cunning. He is deceptive. He is sneaky. This is the card of a cheater. This is the card of somebody that is doing things really because he's selfish, and he does things well. He will be able to get away with this, and he's that cunning fox, swipe or no swiping type of thing. But the problem with this is that you would see him coming in, and you don't understand why you feel this passion towards him. But you do when you want to show emotion to him. The bouquet is like this show of emotion. You give somebody a bouquet when do you give a lady flowers? When you're trying to woo them. So this is a card of celebration. This is a card of fertility, enrichment. I think literally the way that this card is read is a person on your mind. But it's a courting card. It's a card about dating. So this person gives you good feelings. the thing is, you're fucking scared of them. You are terrified of this person coming back. You're afraid that they are going to be the same fox that they are. This is this is the advice. No, this is the message. Hold on, I had a paper somewhere that explained what each card meant in each direction, but I kind of scrapped that paper. I'm trying to remember what position these cards were in because I'm supposed to be reading them a specific way. So this was the struggle. This is why you're struggling. Oh, this is the message. Okay, so this is just the message. And kind of how, like, the tarot is reading this. It's saying, well, you had somebody come back that had, there was a situation that ended because they were a fox and they're coming back in with an offer now, is pretty much simply what this is saying. And the overall advice, because that was what that was saying, the overall advice on what basically you should do. The King of Cups. So the thing about this is the Page of Cups did come out earlier for that person that comes in. The King of Cups is the advice card. So the King of Cups is somebody that, this is more so not saying anything about this person. This is saying this about you and the advice that you need to hear. The King of Cups is somebody that understands how to have emotions and responsibility, and they understand how to be a leader. They are a leader of their emotions. So when the King of Cups comes in, he represents to heal old wounds. He is a healer. He represents making good of relationships. So overall, that is what that means. He's a healer. He's a doctor. He's somebody that is in the profession of healing people. But he's really good at understanding relationships. So there's two possible things that can happen here. I think that it is altogether possible. I think less likely that you want to just have a normal platonic friendship with this person. They come back in, and that's it. You foster this ability to have them back in your life. What I think the most likely case scenario is going to be, because of how I got the energy from the cards, I think that you want this person romantically, and I think that turns into, this person has hurt you in the past, and you have to decide if you want that now. The answer to this is very simply, it's honestly giving into your emotions and feeding your emotions. And this is honestly a good card to get for somebody that is, of a high mindset. So if it's not just saying, hey, this is you doing this and you need to do this because this is the advice, it's also kind of saying to pick the one that is more emotionally responsible. I say emotionally responsible. I don't 100% mean dependable, because I keep getting this feeling that you think that the other option is boring, for whatever reason. Again, I feel like in the crosshairs of this because I get the feeling that some of you have definitely cheated, or this person might have cheated on you. I'm never going to not agree with that. I'm never going to say, oh yeah, that's good, because I'm not. That's just not me. I don't like that shit. So I would highly, highly recommend that if that's going on, where you're cheating on the other person, just because I'm hearing it, doesn't mean that's true, so don't get offended by this. But I'm hearing for some of you, it might be the possibility that you are, seeing somebody behind their back. This other person probably, that you are doing this on, probably would not do this to you, because the Knight of Pentacles is so fucking